Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zhang here, and today I'm back with another episode of Road to Ranked, where I climb the online VGC 18 ladder and provide live commentary as I go. I think this is going to be the second to last episode with the Mega Gallade Kommo team that we've been using. I want to use some new stuff pretty soon, and I think, yeah, this team has been pretty fun. We've played a fair amount of games with it, and I just want to try out some more interesting stuff, so... yeah, we're going to get this episode kicked off with Ethan from England with a rating of 1553 right away, running a team of Gengar, Tapu Fini, Landorus, Incineroar, Celesteela, and Togedemaru. So, I feel like the team comps that I've seen with a lot of these Pokemon earlier on in the season, like Snorlax would typically be on it, so it's kind of surprising not to see Snorlax there. Just because that was a Pokemon, like Snorlax and Gothitelle often fit with like Celesteela, Incineroar, Fini. There was one team in particular that ran that really well. So, Double Intimidate's interesting because, like, my opponent is basically forced not to bring either Intimidators unless he wants to risk proccing the Milotic competitive. So that could be interesting. Scarfgar is always interesting as well. Could be really good here. You know, primarily for my opponent's Gengar, which definitely should be Mega. Kommo is actually not too bad here, I think. I'm thinking Gengar Kommo. What am I worried about as a lead? Fini plus Incineroar, maybe? That seems kind of problematic. If my opponent leads anything but Incineroar, I could go with Milotic as a lead. Kommo in the back. Not the biggest fan of Lele here. I guess Gallade actually could be decent. Alright, let's bring Kommo and Gallade today. Yeah, I don't like Lele mainly because of Celesteela and Incineroar, and I don't like Whimsicott either. I mean, Whimsicott's okay. I just feel like it doesn't provide me as much utility in this game. So, we're going to get into this. Pretty interesting team comp for my opponent for sure. As always, if you guys enjoy Road to Ranked, please share support by leaving a like. I'd really appreciate it. And if we could get a competitive boost immediately, that'd be nice. Otherwise, I could see my opponent leading like Togedemaru plus something. But at least you can't fake out the Gengar. It's Fini and Celesteela, which I think I'll take. Basically, if I knock out the Fini, then that paves the way for Kommo this game. But turn 1, presumably Fini's just going to protect. Although, the question is always, like, does my opponent know about my Mega Gengar? Sorry, my Scarf Gengar. If you don't, then... you'd be scared of Mega Gengar, you might just protect Fini turn 1, or switch out. So I predict a Heavy Slam into Gengar. Yeah, I don't really have a great switch into that either, which kind of sucks. I don't know if that knocks me out. That could be problematic. Yeah, I actually really don't like the situation I put myself in here. I don't think I lead very well. Or led very well. This is tricky. I'd protect Fini turn 1 here. But I'm just going to launch a Sludge Bomb, because if not, then that would do a ton of damage and bring it down to its berry. But it switches out, okay. Togedemaru? Gengar, okay. Let's see. So I'm not going to do too much damage, but, I mean, I'll still take that, I guess. I forced the... And I'm faster with my Milotic than Celesteela, which is good to know. Fishing for a burn. No burn. Celesteela actually just opts for a Leech Seed. Okay. That makes this really interesting. I want to Icy Wind, and I think switch Gengar out into Gallade. Yeah. Not in a great position. Celesteela is kind of a pain for my team to deal with. Whimsicott, Lele don't really give me much better options. I'm more or less relying on like 2v1ing it at the end of the game. If I can get Kommo set up, that'd be ideal too. Alright, so Gallade's gonna come out. There's Mega Gengar, that's not too surprising. And Icy Wind will allow me to outspeed it though, so we'll see if Gallade even survives this turn, because it honestly might not. Gengar's gonna go for a Sludge Bomb onto my Gengar slot, okay. Could probably be a double up with the Heavy Slam. Maybe knowing I'm Scarfed, or maybe just predicting the switch out. Either way, nice play. Let's see what Celesteela goes for. I'd presume a Heavy Slam into that slot as well. Oh, just a Leech Seed. Okay. That caught me off guard by a little bit, but I'll take that. I think this next turn, you should probably protect Gengar Or swap it out and attack with Celesteela, go for like a heavy slam. So I kind of want to just get a lot of damage off this turn with a close combat and a Scald. Yeah, I'm basically chipping away at it, but these Leech Seeds are good for my opponent. They've been some solid plays so far. Yeah, so there's a Gengar swap out. I think Feeny probably comes back out. Yeah. Celesteela is just really difficult for me to deal with without an electric type. So close combat and Scald will do a fair amount, but it is going to heal back a lot. And the Misty Seed is obviously annoying as well. So getting a burn would be really nice. No protect, which is at least good. Close combat actually still does a ridiculous amount there. That's like 70% or so. So I'll take that. Scald's not going to knock it out unless it crits. No crit. But can we get a burn? We do get a burn, which is nice. And an Acrobatics comes out. Onto the Milotic. Interesting. It does crit me there. But I guess I'll take that because Gallade does survive the turn. Celesteela is going to heal back a lot. I'm pretty close to my berry being activated. Crit was unfortunate, but I did get a burn, so can't complain too much about that. Let's see. I want to get chip damage on a Feeny, so it's in Sludge Bomb KO range. So what do I want to do here? I'm going to go for the Recover and launch a Zen Headbutt into it. I still don't feel like I'm in the best of positions right now, but it could be worse at least. No protects. That's not too surprising. Oh, this is probably Specs Feeny. Oh, okay, well, Milotic does outspeed it, which I wasn't too sure about, so that's nice at least. So there's just a Moonblast coming out into Milotic. That could give me a competitive boost if it decreases. And it does! Okay, nice. We take those. Zen Headbutt also actually did a fair amount as well. There's an Acrobatics coming out, and it's going to knock out Gallade, but that's fine. Okay, now this got really interesting. The competitive boost does give me a little bit more firepower. Celesteela is going to be plus special defense, so it's at +2 right now. And my Lodic's at +1. I'm slowly losing my health. It's burned, though. Yeah. Maybe I should have just gone for the knockout onto Celesteela, but I really wanted the chip damage there, honestly. I think I want to go out to Gengar now. Yeah, that could be Specs Feeny, but it didn't look like it based on that damage output. Here, I think I'm actually going to lock myself into Shadow Ball. Like, I really want to knock out Feeny. I think Feeny might want to protect, so I might want to double up onto Celesteela with the Shadow Ball and a Scald. But then, yeah, I'd still be able to recover before Gengar. So that's not the concern. Yeah, my heart's telling me to double up on Celesteela. I'm gonna go for it. Ooh, neither Pokemon protects. I don't even think I knock out Celesteela. That hurts. Does that knock me out? That was bad. Oh, that was so bad. All I need to do is click Sludge Bomb and recover. Yeah, I thought I could survive a Moonblast as well. That was really dumb on me. Okay. Still not over, though. We're actually still in this, surprisingly. But I would need a Shadow Ball and an attack from Kommo to knock out the Feeny, and I don't think it'll be enough. But I'm going to go Shadow Ball close combat it. Yeah, if that doesn't knock out, then this game's over. If it does knock out, I'm still in this. That last turn was really bad. I just thought surely Feeny would protect, but maybe it is Specs Feeny. I still can't tell, but that's because I underestimated my Lodic's bulk, I guess. Alright, Celesteela protects. I mean, that's good. But I still need to knock out this Feeny. I could have protected Kommo, actually. I should have protected Kommo and Shadow Ball. Ooh, that's really close. Okay, okay. We actually do get the knockout. That was a crit. That might have mattered, honestly. I'm not sure. The Feeny doesn't look very bulky, so it really could be Specs Feeny. But yeah, so basically I didn't Sludge Bomb the Feeny there because I thought surely it has to switch out there. And I thought Celesteela might just want to get an attack off. But I guess Risk versus... And I also wanted to lock myself into Shadow Ball. But now this game gets really interesting, because that was the one thing I was really concerned about. And there's no Leech Seed onto my Kommo yet. And we know there's Gengar in the back, which I outspeed. And Landorus is going to be the last one. Okay. So the question is this Scarf Landorus? Don't think an Earthquake should knock me out anyway. I'm going to Z-move here for sure. And Shadow Ball the Landorus. That combination should be able to knock out the Landorus. If it's AV, though, then I won't be able to, and I think I lose this game. Either way, yeah, I went for my 1 out, but the game was going alright. Like, my Lodic was so good here, especially because my opponent did have Landorus, so I threw away the win by not protecting my Lodic well enough. Wait, is that... I'm faster! No way, we're gonna end up winning then. This should just get the double knockout, I think. Well, I don't know, actually, if it knocks out Celesteela, but... Okay, I mean, I'll take this. What item is that Landorus, then? Either way, I'll see you after the animation. Okay, so we actually don't knock out Celesteela. Oh, boy. But can Celesteela knock out Gengar? This is nuts. He's just heavy slamming. Oh, yeah, you have to heavy slam Gengar, I think. Okay, I think that's enough for 2 turns of Leech Seed. 47 down to 30, yeah. So if my opponent doesn't get a double protect, I actually end up winning this game. Which is insane. And if it does get the double... Yeah, actually, my opponent needs a double with both right now. Oh, I forgot Gengar was actually already damaged as well. I think Clanging Skills might just be able to knock it out at this point. I did not expect the Kommo to outspeed the Landorus and for the Landorus not to be Assault Vested. Could be Z-move Landorus. Why is it so slow? Alright, let me just make sure I'm doing this right. I'm gonna just Flamethrower, Celesteela, and Shadow Ball Gengar. So my opponent, I think, just has to protect with both times. If you don't, I win the game guaranteed. And if my opponent gets both protects... Oh, he doesn't protect Celesteela. Okay, then I just win the game. What is this game? I don't think I deserve this. Mainly because I had a really, really good opportunity with my Lodic, and I threw that away because I assumed I could survive the second Moonblast. And I should have remembered how much damage the first one did, so I played really poorly. I think, like, I'm content with my play all but that one turn. That one turn was just really bad. I didn't consider the risk versus reward very well. Got punished very heavily. If I just Sludge Bombed the Feeny there and recovered, I would have been in a really good spot. And I should have considered that because it's like, okay, even if you switch into Gengar, then I can still switch out my Gengar, and my Lodic is still sitting really healthily with its berries. So that would have been the more optimal play, I think. Yeah, thought maybe Shadow Ball plus Scald could knock out the Celesteela. So if it does knock out the Celesteela, then I think that's a favorable trade, but I did knock out the Celesteela. I'm not sure if the close combat crit onto Feeny mattered or not. It really might have, because I don't really have too much attack investment, so... But it was really low, and that Feeny didn't look very defensive, given that it didn't take Zen Headbutt or Shadow Ball very well. So honestly, hard to tell. But that was a really crazy game. Yeah, if I don't knock out Feeny there, I definitely lose the game, because I probably lose Kommo right there, and obviously that's it. So yeah, not sure whether or not that critical hit mattered. I do want to do that damage calc. It would have come down to how defensive the Feeny is, basically. But that was my one window of opportunity, and was able to pull a comeback. But yeah, I mean, once again, like, I'm not happy about that game, mainly because I put myself in a position where, like, I was pretty set, and especially because my opponent's last one was Landorus, I really was set. So yeah, I played really poorly with my Lodic and Gengar that one turn. But yeah, sometimes you make bad plays and you have to claw your way out of them, and I feel like that's a game that represents that. But yeah, my opponent's team was definitely really tough to deal with, and I feel like they played really well for the most part. Yeah, Kommo being able to outspeed that Landorus was huge. That was absolutely nuts. Either way, we are going to go up against another Kommo team. Gengar, Kommo, Feeny, Thundee T, Incineroar, and Snorlax. The Thundurus and Snorlax on this kind of team is interesting for sure. Let's see. I think I want Gengar Gallade. My own Kommo still seems decent. Actually, this is pretty tough. All my Pokemon are okay, but none are incredible. In a best of one, yeah, this is going to be really tricky, I feel like. I do like Whimsicott for speed control, because I feel like that'd be nice. Does my opponent even bring Kommo? I feel like my team is rather anti-Kommo with the Lele, Whimsicott, and my own Kommo. I want my own Gengar. It's the Incineroar I'm worried about. I could go like Milotic Gengar, which is what I did last game too, right? Yeah. Milotic Gengar actually doesn't seem too bad. Thundy T is the one concern there. Who do I want in the back? I'm thinking Gallade for sure. Maybe my Lele instead. I brought Kommo. I don't know if I agree with that one. I think Lele actually would have been the better call objectively in this one, but we'll see. I didn't get to bring Kommo too much yesterday, so yeah. Yeah, anyway, about that last game, I don't know. Like, I ended up winning, but that's not a win I feel too great about. Like, in the sense that I think when I play VGC, I always want wins where I'm like, okay, I like just had a lead and I was able to capitalize consistently within. There was like kind of even board positioning, but because my Milotic got the competitive boost and because I still had Recover and my Berry, should not have given up my Milotic like that. So my opponent's gonna lead Gengar and Thundurus, okay. Which is pretty tricky here. It's very tricky actually. I wish I led Gengar Kommo now, that would have been nice. Like, there's no way my opponent lets me just nuke the Gengar with the Shadow Ball immediately. And that's definitely Mega Gengar as well. So I would protect Gengar and probably Thunderbolt into my Gengar turn 1. This is not good. Especially because Feeney's probably in the back. I'm gonna play kind of risky. I'm gonna go into Kommo and Icy Wind. I really predict Gengar to protect here because I don't think you'd want to risk a 50-50. But he might just Shadow Ball my Gengar and Thunderbolt my Milotic, so I might have overthought this a bunch. He's going to stay in a Mega Evolve, that's not too surprising. But yeah, that was a great lead by my opponent. Oh, it's Scarf Thundurus. I actually take that pretty well though. Like a lot better than I thought I would. Okay, that could have honestly gone worse. Because, yeah, Thundurus doesn't really come too close to knocking out my Milotic. But I could have just Shadow Balled Gengar for a knockout immediately and Icy Winded, which would have been nicer. I think here you switch Thundurus out into Feeney, most likely. And protect Gengar. I'm still going to go for the Z move here, though. And recover. If Thundurus stays in and Thunderbolts my Milotic, that's fine. Because then I get the KO onto Thundurus, do a lot of damage to Gengar, get the boosts, meaning Gengar can't knock me out. And if Thundurus switches out, then I get to heal all the way back up. Yeah, I was worried about like Z Thundurus, but now I know it's Choice Scarfed. So that's pretty interesting. But yeah, you can really... Milotic is just so like bulky. The fact that it takes that with that much is pretty nuts. But there's Thunder switching out. Should be Feeney. Yep. So let's see if my opponent's Gengar protects or not. Is the question. I'm not going to knock it out now because of the Misty terrain, obviously. It does go for a protect. So I do basically just use this turn to get my boosts and heal back up with Milotic. Yeah, I wish I Shadow Balled immediately. I'm kind of surprised my opponent just risked the 50-50 there with Gengar. I feel like that's kind of risky. But maybe my opponent was just willing to take that chance. We'll see you after this animation. Okay, so I get the boost, but I'm still in a pretty awkward position, I'd say. Gengar's slowed down right now. I'm worried about Tapu Fini just Calm Minding up against me. I think I'm concerned enough where I actually don't want to protect Kommo, I just want to attack this turn and get damage off. So I'm going to Clanking Scales and Scald. Do I want to Scald or Icy Wind, actually? Maybe Icy Wind. Yeah, I actually like Icy Winding, because I don't think Clanking Scales and Skull knocks out Gengar anyway, so if Gengar switches out, that at least gives me some positioning. It doesn't switch out, though. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, Calm Mind Fini is not very fun to deal with. There's a Sludge Bomb onto my Milotic. Yep. Do get the Icy Wind off, though. Kind of wish I just Shadow Ball turn 1, but I'd still honestly not even be in an incredible position. My Feeny answers this game are kind of sketch, which is why I think I should have brought Lele. Feeny goes for Dazzling Gleam, though, indicating to me it might be Spexed. Yeah, that looks like Specs damage for sure. Crit Kommo, but it would have knocked out anyway. So now I actually have a fair amount of information. I know that's Specs Feeny, and I know that's Scarf Thunderous in the back. Gengar slowed down, but I don't think a Scald will knock out. But if I bring out Gengar, you're stuck Dazzling Gleaming with Feeny anyway. So I can just use Shadow Ball right now, I think. Yeah. I think Feeny here has to switch out most likely. So I'm going to Icy Wind for sure. Presumably Gengar is going to Protect. This is actually a pretty big prediction. Does it Protect? My opponent doesn't know I'm Scarfed yet. He could still think I'm Mega Gengar too. You have to switch out Feeny. The question is, do you Protect Gengar? I think I want to make a kind of an aggressive read here. I'm going to Shadow Ball Feeny, and he was willing to risk it last time, but I don't know about this. I'm like really heavily banking off Gengar protecting here, and I don't like that. Oh, it switches out. Okay. Into Snorlax. Okay, this is still doable then. So he stays in with Feeny, which is interesting. Is he not Specs then? Maybe that look like Shadow Ball is also doing a fair amount, so that looks like Specs. Yeah, he's just Dazzling again. That does a lot still, actually. Okay. My main issue is this is probably Belly Drum Snorlax. Glade is not going to take a Dazzling very nicely. How do I win this? I'm going to Shadow Ball, Feeny. See, the thing is, I need to get Glade into close combat Snorlax. Does a Dazzling, Specs Dazzling knock out Glade? I feel like it does. I wish I Sludge Bombed. I actually probably would have just knocked out Feeny. Shadow Ball recovered. I think my opponent has this if he plays this right. But Feeny switches out into Gengar. Okay, this gives me a window. I basically need to slow down Thundurus so it doesn't outspeed Glade. A close combat probably just knocks out Snorlax. I could also Scald Burn after Misty Terrain's gone, but there's still one turn of that. He's gonna Belly Drum here, I think. He's not. Oh, okay, he's just high horsepowering. I mean, that makes sense too. But now I get Glade in. This is gonna be a really close finish, I think. Because I got full health Glade and my Milotic, and my Milotic still has its berry. It's just obviously its damage output is pretty useless right now. I think you bring out Glade here. Oh no, you don't. He brings out Feeny. This is tough because I still don't know the Snorlax set. Are you Belly Drum? You should be. I'm running out of time too. I don't think a Zen Headbutt will knock out Feeny, which is my other concern. You probably just Dazzling. Zen Headbutt against the last Feeny did like just around the same amount it has right now. Oh, this is tough. Like, protecting is so obvious here too. But I think I gotta go for it. I'm gonna protect an Icy Wind. Maybe I should have just Zen Headbutted. Okay, what? Okay. Okay. This is so intense. I feel like if you're Belly Drum, you're definitely setting up there. Well, I was really tempted to click close combat, so this is crazy. This game is nuts. Okay, I'm faster than Feeny normally as well, so that's good to know. Can Thundurus one-shot me? That's the question. It's just dazzling. Okay. I think that knocks out Gallade, which is why I'm playing so scared. Misty Terrain disappears, too. I'm gonna Zen Headbutt and Scald the Feeny, I think. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's super fine. Wait, does that knock me out? Okay, I survive. Oh, no, 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 no. Not like this, please. Oh, not like this. Okay, does that knock out Feeny? Oh my gosh. Okay, 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 okay. I think we might have won this. Because Snorlax comes out, I just Ice Punch Thundurus, and close combat should finish down the Snorlax. As long as Snorlax doesn't crit my Gallade, I'm good. Yeah, I'm just gonna Ice Punch Thundurus here. And Scald Snorlax. Oh my gosh, these games are so crazy today. Okay. Okay. That was a crit, but that didn't matter. Oh. Nice. Burn would really seal the deal up here. No burn. He's just gonna return. No crit, no crit, no crit. Is that banned Snorlax? Well, I need to go for a burn now. That's gotta be banned Snorlax, right? I don't even have time. Wow, well, if I click close combat, then I would have won, but obviously I had to worry about Snorlax oh, no, no, no. Oh. That has to be banned Snorlax. Wow, that's hilarious. I mean, if I click close combat there, then I knock that out. But what I was worried about was Snorlax protecting and Thundurus getting a free Thunderbolt off against me. And I knew that Thundurus was scarfed. So in my eyes, it was very safe to just go for the close combat. And I actually think if I don't get paralyzed, I probably win that game too. Because once I get a burn, I just recover stall. So the paralysis was actually really unfortunate. I mean, we're still playing the odds game at that point, but wow, that's nuts. Really good game though, honestly. I can't feel too bad about losing that one. I'm pretty happy about how I played for the most part. But that explains why the Snorlax was switching out constantly and why I wasn't belly drumming and why I went for high horsepower. Yeah, kind of frustrating because I actually don't think a Thundy T Thunderbolt knocks out Gallade without a crit. But, okay, let's say I close combat Snorlax and it does have Protect, then you Protect and you get a Thunderbolt off. I Scald the Thundurus. That doesn't really change much. So, I'm playing to not get crit. Yeah, I mean, in a regular Snorlax situation where it's not banded, then I win that game. Unless I get crit by Snorlax. So, I'm thinking whether it was like, I don't know, I don't regret Ice Punching Thundurus there, but I guess since my opponent played kind of weird with Snorlax, I should have assumed, I should have thought maybe something's up here and that's banned Snorlax. Like, so that was kind of a lapse of judgment on my end, because my opponent was playing so odd with it, with all those switch outs. So, dang, that was a crazy game. One that was definitely frustrating. It was also interesting, my opponent had 3 choice users. That looks like Specs Feeny, Scarf Thundurus, and banned Snorlax, so that's a wild team. Just kind of funny losing to Ban Snorlax after using it on my Mimikyu Hail team, too. Yeah, so that was unfortunate. The paralysis was unfortunate because, yeah, like, if I don't get paralyzed, then I'm, like, guaranteed to get every attack off. So at that point, I'm basically fishing for a Scald Burn. Although I guess actually it doesn't end up mattering. I would need to get a burn immediately, because if not, then I just get knocked out. So if I get a burn on the first Scald, then I think I win the game. If not, then I lose. So, yeah. I should have just assumed Ban Snorlax, and that was a lapse of judgment on my end. And I didn't even think Ban Snorlax could knock out Gallade, but, you know, well played by my opponent for sure. That was a really fun episode, even though I ended up losing that one. So, yeah, it's going to be it for this episode, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. As always, if you did, please share support by leaving a like, and I'll catch you guys next time. Alright, peace.